Hello, hello, and welcome back to Something to Noodle On. I'm your host, Mac.
And I'm Hannah. We're average 30-somethings exploring the complex questions that keep us awake at night.
But y'all, I am so sick, and I want to preserve my voice as much as possible. So this week, we wanted this ep to be in your hands.
Yeah, so we asked you what's been troubling you on Instagram, and we got a ton of really great responses.
We really did. I'm going to go through all of them, and then we'll just have our favorites, right? All right. So the first one is from Merp, and they say, there's this girl I used to have a big crush on, and I might think I still do, and I'm embarrassed. Okay. How do we deal with first crushes or just crushes in general?
Ooh, well, I think, is there a way or like a commonality that you both have? Like, is there something you both like to do together? Maybe invite
like
them
a club
to do,
in school or
invite them to do something like that and have as like a casual just friend moment and just maybe keep trying to invite them to do those things and maybe it'll turn into something else.
I guess it's hard to know if they like you back, right? So when I was a kid or like younger, right, and you're like flirting in class, like my full proof, this is how you flirt when you're in school and you're all sitting in assigned seating and like you really can't flirt, right? So you kind of just look at your crush, and then when your crush when they look at you, you look away, right?
Yeah.
And then you look back at them like a couple minutes later, and then if they look at you, you just keep looking away, right? You're playing this like cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a really good way to know if they like you, because if they don't like you, they're not going to pay attention to you. They're not going to look at you, right?
That's true. It's those subtlety things too.
That you pick up on.
Yeah, that you pick up on. I know when I was a kid, I used to intricately fold paper.
Like origami?
And then, and then pass the note of, hey.
Ooh, we love pass notes. Do you like me? Check yes or no.
Do you like me? Yeah, no, that was me. That was the typical.
You know, I might have gotten a couple of those, like, do you like me? Yes or no notes.
Yeah. I know that I did get a couple of no's back. And
oh, no.
That's okay, though. Like, in the moment, sure. I was, like, sad about it and, like, upset. But, like, there was also not necessarily just a hard no. Sometimes there was. But, like, sometimes there was, like an explanation. Like, I like you more as a friend. Can we be closer friends? Or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that honesty and that cute little, like, note or, like, the eyeball looks might start that conversation of
what's going on.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
See, I think a lot of the reason why we don't tell our crush that we like them is that fear of rejection, right? Like,
oh, yeah, 100%.
Nobody wants to be turned down. Like, you don't want to embarrass yourself, right? And so it's hard to put yourself out there and give them that yes or no note when, like, you don't want to get that no. You don't want your heart to be just demolished, right?
Shattered. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel for you, Merp. That is a hard one.
That is a hard one, Merp.
Hopefully, try some like little flirtation. Try and talk to them about common interests or if after school clubs or whatever. And hopefully, the sparks fly. I love that.
Or get really good at origami.
Yeah. All right, Cohen's response. This one's kind of sad. Okay, they say probably too personal, but if I'm good enough for somebody. Oh, my heart.
My heart.
It breaks. You know what? I think we all kind of struggle with that feeling of like, am I good enough? Do I deserve this, right? Or you see someone that you really like and you almost put them up on a pedestal and you're like, they're so perfect. How could they like someone like me? I'm not good enough for them. However, the right person is not going to make you feel that way. Like the right person's going to also put you up on a pedestal and treat you like a queen or a king. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like those feelings of not feeling good enough. It could also be mutual feelings too. Like, what if that other person thinks of themselves of that way kind of too? So there's I know I feel like I might be repeating myself, but like communication is a big thing, and I know that that's very scary too. So
yeah. Well, because this isn't necessarily like communicating to a crush. It's
no,
like
it's not
that internal confidence
that internal
struggle.
voice. Yeah.
Cohen, I think that words are super huge and super powerful. I
agree.
I definitely think that there's like meaning behind words. So like every day, if you're like, I suck, I'm not good enough, you're going to start to believe that. Yeah. But if you start talking to yourself more positively and you're like, I'm confident, I'm a badass bitch, you know, and
snap.
lift yourself up, like tell yourself that you're the king of the world and you're going to start to believe it. And when you exude confidence, then like you're just going to get that energy back to you, I think.
Yeah. And Cohen, we believe in you.
We do believe in you. Like, I'm really sorry you're going through that. That's really rough.
Big hugs.
All right. Amelia says, how can I fit better in with my friend group? Any tips? Ooh. I relate to this one. I definitely felt like I was the outsider in my friend group. When I was in middle school, I hung out with, just a bunch of kids. I don't want to like call anybody out because I know that there's people from my back in the day that might listen to this. And I'm trying to be very careful with my words, but I didn't feel like I fit in with them, but I hung around them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I can say I had some similar experiences as well.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think I decided that I had different parts of me that I really enjoyed about myself. Like being artistic, being in the theater group, being in band, also being sporty because I did sports and stuff too. And so I had different parts of me, and I realized that I also had different friends from different areas. And I realized that like friends also like fill certain parts too. So like
every friend group gives you a different thing.
Gives me a different thing. Yeah. So that's a good question, because I also think that if they're really good friends too, they're gonna like however you are and however goofy you are and however silly you are and however loud and boisterous you are or whatever. Like they're gonna like you for who you are.
Girl, you had it lucky. I felt like I had a mask. Okay.
You did? Yeah. Well,
y'all,
and that's the
I
thing.
hung out with like the mean kids, right? Like they were mean to other people. And anyone who's ever met me is like, oh my God, Mac, you're the fucking nicest person I've ever met. And so when these girls were mean to people, man, I regret not stepping up and saying like, y'all stop it, you know?
Yeah.
But I didn't want them to be mean to me. So
that's
I just kind of like, I was there as a bystander. I didn't participate, but I was just as guilty, right?
Yeah.
And so when I got into high school, I stopped hanging out with like the mean kids, right? Like, because in high school, at least where I grew up, all of the middle schools conjoined to two different high schools. You went to one or you went to the other.
Yeah.
We had like 2,500 kids in my high school. It was a pretty big school.
Dang, girl.
And there were so many clubs. There were so many things to do. And so like you kind of just fall into your niche and you find your people. But I was the kid that was like nice to everybody. So like I felt as if I could sit anywhere in the lunchroom and feel accepted, if that makes sense. But it wasn't until I got into high school that I consciously chose like I'm not going to hang out with the mean girls anymore. Like this isn't cool. I don't like this. But like having to mask and like feel like you don't fit in. But here, like, how about we like kind of spin it a little bit? So some tips to fit in better. with
Yeah.
your friend group is like talk to them about things that they like, and maybe you
Oh,
maybe
that's a
you
good
realize
one.
that you like some of the same things. Or like
Mhm.
if you're not watching the same TV shows, you don't like the same music, you're not watching anime, they don't like to draw, they don't watch YouTube, whatever. If you truly don't have anything in common except that you guys go to the same school and you're in the same class, like that's just middle school, unfortunately, you know? And so
A little bit.
I masked. I wore the clothes that they wore. I wore the shoes that they wore, you know, and you just kind of
Yeah.
fit in until you find your flock, which will happen later in life, I think.
Yeah. 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 I guess I did kind of look out in that way.
Yeah.
You can do this, and fitting in, I think Mac had a lot of really good points too. So
Yeah.
I guess it's hard for me to
We said it. We said it all. Amelia,
We
I hope you
yep.
can fit in with your friends. And again, like every year you change as a person, and it's
True.
okay to let friends go. You know, it's okay to quietly drift away when you realize like you're in softball and they're in soccer and that's the same season, right? So
Right.
if you're just drifting because you're not able to hang out anymore, like it's okay. You'll find your flock. Our next one, oh my gosh, Overdone Giant says time is moving too fast. A relatable.
That is very relatable.
You know, my
boy.
therapist had because we had talked about this. She had some really good advice about slowing down time. So as a kid, it feels like you're in school forever, right?
Yes.
And the
Yeah.
reason why time feels slower when you're a kid is because you have milestones. You're in elementary school. Your big milestone, at least in my school district, was making it to 5th grade. And then once you got there, you went to middle school, and your big milestone is 8th grade. And then you go to high school, your milestone is 12th grade. And then maybe you're in college and you do 4 years, or if you're a doctor, you do 6 to 8. You know, it's like you
or 20.
yeah, you have all of these life milestones, but after you turn 21, unless you're going a political route, there really is no other milestone except for maybe 25 to like rent a car, you know?
You know, actually, renting a car is quite awesome. But yes, that makes sense. I always felt too, as you get older, time actually, not to scare you, but time kind of feels a little faster, but also slower. It's weird. It's a weird.
Do you think that's because you have kids though?
I probably, because then it's like I watch them grow, and then that is like speeds up for some reason. Like I blinked and now they're teenagers themselves. But at the same time, it feels slower for me in a way.
It feels so fast for me. Like I cannot believe the pandemic was 6 years ago. That's fucking crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy that we were in our houses forever 6 years ago. That feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
Where has the time gone?
That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
But a way to slow down time as an adult is to bring those milestones back in. So if you want to slow down time, give yourself something to look forward to. Plan a trip with your friends, or book a concert like well in advance, right? Maybe once a month you go out to dinner with your friends, right? And so it gives you those little things to look forward to that slow down the year. And that way you have something to look forward to. And it's not just blinking, it's already the next year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that is crazy how it's slow and fast for you at the same time.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing because like I have lots of things that I have planned for like me and the family. That might be why too, is because of those milestones, because I've made those plans.
Yeah.
And I have to kind of slow down and figure those things out. And I guess also too, cause like I have to plan doctor's appointments and dental
Yep.
appointments and like all of the things. So it's slow in that regard. But then like when I see like the kids, it just seems like it's
You're like,
zooming.
I thought you were just a
zooming
toddler a
past.
couple years ago, and now you're in high school. What
Yeah.
the heck?
And now you're in high school. What the hell?
When did this happen? When did you get out
Yeah.
of diapers? Like,
Yeah. Exactly. So time definitely can feel like it's rushing by for sure. I would also suggest maybe like make a point to like pull to the side of the road or get out for a walk or just sit in the time.
oh, be
Just sit
present.
there for
Be
a
present.
second. Be present.
That saying,
Mhm.
stop and smell the roses, right?
Yes.
Just like
Yeah,
fully be
100%.
present in today's moment and like find
Mhm.
the joy in every day. Like maybe that cloud looks like a cupcake, or
Yeah.
a bee nestles its little butt in a flower and you get to witness it. And
Yeah.
just,
Or take someone's little snapdragons and make them talk.
oh my
you know?
gosh.
Or
Yes.
I definitely don't do
Find
that.
the whimsy and just
Yeah.
be present in every moment. I think that's a good way to slow life down. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. We have another one from Acadian. They say, I like this guy and I don't know how to tell him, but we're both going to separate schools.
Oh, like I wish I knew more if it was going to like college or if it was like high schools. I'm just assuming like high school, middle school, maybe.
Yeah, we can answer that from both.
All angles. Yes.
Yeah, we can answer that from both angles. So
Okay.
so say they're in separate schools currently.
Okay.
I think you have nothing to lose if you tell them, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to be in your class. Like you're not going to, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I would also say maybe find like if you have like games where you guys are both can meet up too.
Oh,
That could also be positive, or like school events where maybe it's like, because I know schools, at least middle school, high school and stuff, have like
dances,
competitions and dances,
basketball
or
games.
maybe not necessarily dances, basketball games, football games, track and field.
Yeah, I dated a guy from another school once, and yeah, I took him to the football games and all that stuff. I showed my mans around, Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's always like, I know like the internet and stuff is a good way to connect too. So there's always
Discord.
like Discord and the ability to like pick up your phone and talk.
Yeah,
that
so
way,
like doing
too.
distance these days in like different schools isn't that big of a deal, but say they're in high school right now and they're both going to go off to different colleges. They just have the summer.
Well, I would say probably plan trips together in the summertime.
I'm gonna be real with you. If this is a college moment, I wouldn't even fucking touch that shit. No, because listen. I'm gonna keep this PG-13-ish, okay? When you go to college, you're gonna explore. All right, there's gonna be a lot of shit that's going down.
True.
And I would not start a relationship when you're both going to different schools. No way. Absolutely not.
Or both experiencing new things.
You're going to experience new things. There's going to be a lot of new people. There's going to be fraternities.
Yeah.
There's going to be sororities. Like there's going to be a lot of outside forces that are, just I would not put yourself in that situation. I would enjoy the summer together. I would talk about summer love, whatever. But then after college, if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. Many people have been successful through college, but I don't know, man.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I know like long distance relationships can be really hard and stuff too. For example, like my brother and his now wife, they were in a long distance relationship for like, I hope I get the timing right on this. Like 5 or 6 years, I think.
Holy wow.
So like all through college. So
so they started in college and then they made it afterwards.
they made it work. Yep.
Wow. Okay. I love that. Prove me wrong, sis. Like, I like that.
So like they made it work. And like I said too, there are definitely ways to make it work if that is something you want to pursue. But you have to really like talk to each other about that too. Like
communication.
Communicate.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and come to an understanding too.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been in a long distance relationship, and communication, absolutely. Number one is like you're talking to each other every single day, and like you're making each other feel safe and comfortable, right? Like,
correct.
You almost over communicate. Like, I remember being like we would talk on the phone and I'd be like, oh yeah, this guy hit on me at the coffee shop. It was gross. Like,
yeah,
I'm reassuring my partner that X behavior is happening and I'm shutting it down,
correct.
And so
yeah.
it's like being overly communicative to let you, to ease your partner's mind, right?
Well, and to build that trust too.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think that like reinforcing trust is saying, hey, so-and-so messaged me. I'm just letting you know,
Yeah.
And that way the person is knowing that like, okay, awesome. I trust you. I trust you because you're telling me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an interesting one, having a crush in a different school. But like I said, if it's the earlier one where like y'all are just in different schools and that's it,
yeah,
tell him. Honestly,
yeah,
tell him
100%.
because you have nothing to lose. You don't share classes. You're not in the same friend groups, right? So the embarrassment is like, okay, well now you never have to see him again. So whatever, like
yeah,
absolutely nothing to lose. You should go ahead and tell him.
Take that chance.
Okay, this one's interesting. So Mimi is asking, what do you recommend to become a voice actor?
Ooh, that's all you, hun.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you, Mac.
So I am big on classes, right? So improv classes are going to be super huge. Taking like voice acting lesson classes, that's also huge, because voice acting, what separates it from like visual acting and theater is that like you need to hear the fear in your voice or the excitement in your voice,
and the shaky and the stuff.
Yeah, because you can't see facial expressions. It literally all comes from your voice, the inflections, right? So yeah, definitely take classes. I know Andy, he had said in the past that he was like obsessed with voices all the time. And so he would watch anime or other TV shows. And then he's like, oh, I like that voice. He would pause the TV and then mimic it and then do it too,
Oh.
And that's like a different kind of passion, I think. But
yeah,
that's a way to practice.
That's a great way to practice. Yeah, for sure. I know I practiced and pretended with voices for just on my own because I'm a theater kid. So,
well, yeah, I mean, that's huge too. Talk about your theater experience. I think that's part of it,
Well, I guess it's just learning to be comfortable in your own voice to begin with, to be able to stretch out to other voices if you are creating another character that has a specific tone or whatever.
Not feeling awkward in your own voice.
Yeah.
All right. This one's from Evie. It's a little broad, but they say everything I fear. So just kind of being afraid of everything, a little scaredy cat moment.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't have bubbles that we can live in, unfortunately.
Yeah, you got to get outside.
So fearing things and like having that anxiety that comes with it is, first of all, you're valid in that. I don't want to discredit you on any of that. So I hear you. I would also say too that trying little things in situations that you are already comfortable in. So make yourself comfortable in a place that you're familiar with people you're familiar with, and try something new or do something you're uncomfortable with, but with somebody else as
so
like a backup.
Take your friend to, let's say, go out to eat, and instead of getting chicken nuggets every single time because that's your safety, you order something else.
Right. But maybe your friend orders chicken nuggies just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's still there if you decide you don't like the thing, right? Mm-hmm. But then be proud of yourself for trying the new thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I think, taking baby steps. And I like the put yourself in a comfortable position first, and then add another layer to it. Because, like, I was going to give it some tough love. I was going to be like, well, suck it up, go outside. Or like, you know. Right. I think that's where your motherly instincts are coming in, right? Like, I'm just like Spartan kicking him out the door. You won't like friends.
I'm now imagining that. Thank you very much for that visual.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm out there like with a pillow. I got you.
Don't let that mean Mac bully you.
No. When they hit the pillow and stand up, I'd be like, see, it's not that bad.
You had fun, didn't you? No.
You had fun, didn't you?
Yeah, I like that. Try new things little by little. Mm-hmm. Take someone you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
You got this. Life's not that scary. Life's not that scary when you take a deep breath and realize we're so small, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Got to take that risk. You got this.
Okay. Ooh, I think you might be able to speak to this, Hannah. This one's for you. All right. Sir Stars says, my health with possible endometriosis at only 16, waiting for my first appointment.
Oof, girl, listen.
You're like, let me tell you.
Let me tell you. I am, first of all, proud of you for sticking to your guns and being persistent with doctors to be able to discuss with them what you are feeling.
There's a problem.
And there's a problem and not be turned away. So kudos for you on that. And it is very possible to get endometriosis. It's now it's not PCOS anymore. It's PMOS. That is more like a metabolic issue because they're looking at the entire issue, which then leads into like the endometriosis, and like there's a cousin of that, which is adenomyosis, and we can get all sciencey and all that, but we won't. That can be very scary, I understand. I would say do a little research of your own accord as far as like treatments for it. There's not a lot out there.
Don't be scared though. Google's going to tell you you're dying.
But don't be scared. Yeah. Google's going to tell you you're dying, but listen to like the .orgs.
Yeah.
Or listen to like peer-reviewed items in science things, or what's the big research hospital?
Oh, there's a bunch. The children's research is St. Jude.
Right.
John Hopkins.
I think
that's another big one.
Or yeah, I think that's the cancer research one.
Yeah, there's another one in Illinois. You know what my brain wants to say?
Yeah.
Sacred Heart. From Scrubs. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a made-up hospital.
There are several studies and several more studies coming out with more positivity and more understanding of what endometriosis is and what it actually causes. So if you go in to your appointment knowing a little bit more, then your doctor also will listen to you a little bit more.
Because you're confident.
Because you're confident in what you know.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, granted, like, you're not a doctor, right? But it's still good to be informed with various different, various different like inputs, I would say.
And something about that too, you are not alone, right? You're not the first person to have endometriosis. And that's why I think social media in this sense is a really good thing. Like, go on TikTok, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, and listen to other women who are talking about their experiences and what's helped them get through their cycles and everything. Because I think like knowing that you're not alone, that other people have trudged forward and like paved a pathway for you to like understand your body is gonna feel like really good and empowering, right?
Yeah, it really will, because I've joined a couple of different groups that include like the PMOS and endometriosis, right? So that way I can hear their stories and what they've gone through and the hope that comes with that as well. And so again, knowing you're not alone is a great point, Mac, because I know that I'm not alone. You are totally not alone, and stick to your guns too. So like, be confident, and if this doctor doesn't want to hear you, find another one.
But actually though,
like, fire your doctor and move on and find one that will listen.
Your doctor at the end of the day works for you. You are paying them through your insurance. So if one doctor is not listening to you, doesn't understand what you're saying, go find another one. You know, there's an endless supply of doctors out there, and find the right fit for you. I'm excited that you're on this journey. I'm sorry it's so scary, but like Hannah had said, finding out young is probably the best bet here.
It's fantastic. It took me 10 plus years for some doctor to finally listen to me. So I'm happy that you are going in now and making a point to be like, listen to me.
Being listened to.
This is an issue. Sure. Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. Strawberry. They say, how do I make time for all of my studies and being able to wake up early?
Ooh.
I can speak to this. Well, I'll let you go first. First.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm not a morning person.
No, you're not.
I don't like waking up early.
Hannah will be like, so we're going to do podcast stuff. And like, I get up between like 7:30 and 8:30 every morning, somewhere in there always. And I'll be like, hey girl, you ready? Do you want to do pod stuff? Crickets.
I'm like, 30 more minutes, please.
Well, sometimes like I'll be like, I just woke up, and I'm like, I'm doing the math in my head, and I'm like, it's 11 o'clock. What are you fucking talking about? You just woke up. Like,
listen, I am exhausted.
So you playing games all night? What?
Listen, and yes, but that's not I mean, that might be a point, but that's only a partial factor. But I would say set alarms. I have gotten really good at setting alarms, multiple alarms, and calendar, scheduling time. I used to always like be late to things or not on time to stuff. And so scheduling time now helps me with time management.
Yeah.
It's okay to rely on timers and alarms.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's hear
y'all,
you.
This was literally my life. So a lot of people don't know this, but I went to 2 colleges at the same time. So as full-time students. So I went to my regular university and I went to a community college, and I would just transfer over all of my gen eds because my university, they wanted $1,000 a credit hour, whereas my community college wanted $100 a credit hour. So I would take the English class, the math class, the like stupid dumb classes all, and then transfer them. But I was doing full time at both, right? So like literally insane. Don't do that. It's like 18 something credit hours. Wild. A normal semester is between 10 and 12. So anyways, I also had 3 jobs and I had a boyfriend, and I still went to the club every single weekend. Like, you know, and so
girl,
yes, this is where things are going to get crazy, and you have to plan. So your rubric is literally your holy Bible. Like or not your rubric. Well, I guess it's a rubric, but like your syllabus. I mean, your syllabas
that you get from classes.
Yes. The first day of school, do not throw that away. That literally tells you when all of your homework assignment is due, when your essays are due, what reading is happening when. And so I was able to plan out when I would have essays due, what classes I had to get reading done for, and I was able to plan ahead. And then so I understood when my homework was due. And so if I didn't have homework in one class, well, then I would just get ahead, you know? And so I constantly was ahead of schedule with my homework and my reading. That way, I never fell behind and nothing was ever due all at the same time. That was key. Getting up early. This is the part where, what is it? Do as I say, not as I do. Right? So I lived off of 5 Hour Energy and the BFG monster cans, like, or not BFG, BFCs, like it stands for the big fucking can. Literally, that's all I drank. I like how my heart didn't explode. I have no idea. Like I was buzzed out of my mind on caffeine. Oof. And also tired, right? And yeah, it was wild. Right. Don't do that. Like, go to sleep. When your friends are inviting you out to the club, say no. Like, but yeah, it is possible. It just takes a lot of planning ahead.
I was taking notes up until you said the 5 Hour Energy part. I will tell you.
Does that even still exist?
Yes.
It does. I was like,
I'm pretty sure it does.
Once I turned like, I don't know, 25, I stopped drinking that shit. I was like, wow, there's so many studies that say this is so bad for you. And I don't want cancer. Maybe that's another reason. You know, so
maybe that's another reason why I wanted to sleep so much, because I never took any of those.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even start drinking coffee till I was mid-20s.
Sure.
So
I didn't start drinking
now
coffee
it's like my best
till
friend.
I learned about avocados, and then I was like, whoa, coffee with ice cream?
Coffee? Except now I have to have at least more than 1 cup, because 1 cup makes me feel very relaxed, and I literally can take a nap and go back to bed after 1 cup of coffee.
Hey, Hannah, do I know what that's called?
Yeah.
It's called ADHD.
Oh.
No, I'm not even fucking kidding. So caffeine affects people with ADHD differently than it does with like normal people. Okay. Caffeine, like a regular dose of caffeine, puts ADHD people calm because our brain's going a million miles per hour. So we need like twice as much caffeine in order to even feel the effects, which is why I was buzzed out of my mind on caffeine to like be like, I'm awake.
I'm fine.
It has risen. Yeah.
Oh man.
But good luck, strawberry.
Yeah, good luck, strawberry. Don't overdo the caffeine and make alarms. Don't get rid of the syllabuses.
Keep the syllabuses. Like in high school, that shit's garbage. Mm-hmm. But in college, oh my God, do you live by it? Our friend Anark Yelamo says, I'm overthinking posting about my own wins and success for fear that it's taken as bragging. Ooh. Celebrate your wins.
Celebrate those wins.
If you don't celebrate yourself, who's going to celebrate you, right? Like you want to look back. Like, especially like if you're looking at your feed and like every once in a while I'll get sentimental and I'll look at my feed and I'm like, oh, I remember that. Oh, that was fun. Having those moments of those celebratory times in your life, that's going to be really nice to look back on, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And I also there is a certain point, I guess, that can be construed as bragging, but
I think it's verbiage.
It's a verbiage. Yeah. And there's a fine line there too. Because, like, if you're excited about something and you're like, oh, my God, you guys, I just did this thing. I'm super excited about it. I didn't think that I could do this, and I totally nailed it. Like, that should be celebrated 100%. I guess if you verb it like, I'm so better than you.
Haha, did the thing again.
Haha, did the thing again. Yeah, I would say depends on verbiage and how you, say that. But please do remember to celebrate yourself. It is very important.
Yeah, because I know in today's age, people are like, oh, you're just bragging, or oh, you're trying to one up me, you know, but again, verbiage is going to be really important, but also like, yeah, celebrate yourself, and the people that are there for you, the ones that are in your corner will know you're not bragging. It's the haters that are going to be like, you're bragging. And honestly, if the haters are hating, you're doing something right? That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Just Jesus Girly says, how do I truly move on from a breakup?
Ooh. So I haven't necessarily been in a breakup that I felt bad about breaking up.
Did you do all the breaking up? She's a heartbreaker.
Not in my last relationship. No. No. That one was like a emergency, I gotta get out kind of.
Oh,
moment.
toxic. That's for sure. I've been in those.
Toxic. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a good situation. So that I had no problem getting over. But I would say, I guess it's similar to grief, in my opinion. Grief sticks with you for a long time.
Oh yeah, what is there? 7 stages of grief? 5?
Yes.
There's multiple stages.
I just know.
I'm gonna Google it for you right here.
But I would also say too that it comes in waves. Some days are better than others too. You know?
All right, here it is. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And they don't have to be in that order. They can be in any order.
So I mean, it feels similar to grief to me then, you know, the loss of someone from your life.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's exactly what it is.
Especially if you're so used to having them around, being with them, doing the things you love to do with them, you know.
You know, so I had recently went through like a pretty substantial breakup. And while it was something that needed to happen, it was hard because nothing was like inherently bad or wrong. It was just like something that needed to happen, which I think made it even harder. And I've talked at length with my therapist about it, like, Jesus, the amount of hours that went into this. But a lot of it was, it's okay to miss somebody, but also still not want to be with them. And so when you're having those moments of denial, right? You're in these stages of grief. You're grieving this relationship, this loss.
Yeah.
When you're in those stages of denial, look at what exactly are you missing? Are you missing the conversations that you had? Are you missing the way that they said something or the way that they joked? And it's okay to like sit in that moment and then let it pass, right? Like it's okay to honor that relationship, but then you let it pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think this is one that's going to take time.
And even time sometimes is still hard too.
Yeah, because like you don't know how much time you need. It could be months. It could be years.
Big hugs.
Big hugs. You know, I actually saw a really interesting like short TikTok reel, whatever, about this. And it was, think of your life as the rings of a tree. Every layer you get a new like ring, a new bark, right? But a breakup is like a gash in your bark. Every year you gain a new ring. But now you have a little lump, right? And then you have another little lump, and you're just drawing a circle and you have another little lump. But after so many circles, that lump is smooth again. It's now a normal circle again. So that's just like reiterating that time is needed in this, and it will leave a scar, but it won't be forever.
Yeah.
I also think journaling is a really good one.
Ooh, I love to journal because then you're not holding any of all of that in.
Yep.
It's out. It's a way of processing, and it's a way of getting feeling those emotions, like you said, and getting them out, letting that moment pass. Could be a journal moment.
Something else that my therapist has suggested is, so this is a just for you letter, but you write them a letter just for you. You will not give this to them, but it's honest. So, hey, you hurt me. These are all the reasons why you hurt me. This sucked, you know? Or I miss you. I love you. Like, I'm doubting my decisions, blah, blah, blah. Like, just be very vulnerable in this letter. It's for you. It's not going to be sent to them. But there's something really cathartic in, hey, I'm addressing this to you, dear so-and-so, etc., that helps let that moment pass.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. All right, we have time for just a couple more because you guys really went to town on this one, all right?
Which I love so much that we have all of this.
I know. I love that you guys sent in so many responses. I love it. Maybe we'll do this again. This was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Hazel Kitty says, whether going to college for medical assistance is the right choice or not.
Huh.
I think the thing about the medical field is that it's going to be irreplaceable, right? In this age of AI and all of that stuff, I think medical is a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, I would say so too. It definitely, there's a lot to it and there's a lot to learn, and you're in school for a really long time.
A really long time. Like 6 years.
However, like a lot, and depending on if you want to go for your doctorates or not.
8 years.
However, I do say learning about all the new things that have been brought into light with the like new studies and new ways of healing and new ways of study, like new ways of finding and discovering things, is like the medical field is a big one, or the science field is a big one, right? Like those are going to be ones that are always at the top.
Always needed. Yeah.
Always needed for sure. 100%. And I would say too, if it's something that you feel like it isn't for you, like,
that's okay.
Try it for, that's okay. And like, try it for a little bit. And then it's like, oh, maybe this isn't actually what I really truly want. I'm going to tell you right now, there are several people who change their degrees and change.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Their direction all the time.
Statistically, I think, what was it? Like 1 in 7 or 1 in 10? Like it's actually a pretty big statistic. A number of people change their degrees. So take a class or two. And if you're like, I don't like this, then that's okay.
Yeah. And maybe you're more of like a hands-on learner too. So push it until you can get to the hands-on stuff, and then maybe make that call also.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even you might be able to ask a professor if you can sit in on a class and then kind of get a good vibe for like, actually, I'm so engaged. This is really interesting. Or, oh my gosh,
That's
this was the most
suggestion.
Yeah, this is the most boring thing. Because a lot of college professors will let you sit in and just kind of be a fly on the wall. Because again, college is so fun in the sense that you are paying to be there, right? So the people that are in college want to be there. They want to learn. And the environment is just very enriching.
Yeah.
Filled with people that have just amazing conversation skills because they all want to be there and talk about the thing, right? So yeah, definitely see if you can sit in on a class. Might be a good one.
Might be a good one. Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
Our last one's also about college, but maybe you can speak on this one. This one's from Clyzy, and they say, about going to college next year and leaving my family behind.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay. So they're overwhelmed with that. That can definitely be overwhelming, especially when you're going somewhere unfamiliar and doing unfamiliar things in an unfamiliar place.
Yeah.
So try and spin that and think of it differently. Like, try your best. 1, I'm going to a new place that I've never been before. Think of all the new things I can discover.
But Hannah, I miss my family.
Make time in your schedule. Set up time to call them or video call. So that way you have something to look forward to.
Okay. I see
you know? Yeah. And then like make a point to see what they have in like the college community center.
Get
Because every college
involved.
has a get involved,
Yeah.
meet new people,
I'll distract you.
plug yourself in. Yeah. And then if you're like super introverted and you're like, no, thank you, then find another group, like a study group then, where you can sit and study together. Or if you're living in like the dorms, you know, find out what your dorm mates like to do since you're going to be living together.
Yeah, valid.
You know, so I would say that. But I think if you're going to miss your family, like that's going to like if that's like the top thing too, I would say also when you talk to them or when you see them in like a FaceTime call or something like that, maybe don't say like bye, say talk to you later or talk to you soon.
I like that.
Because then you're not cutting that off, right?
It's not a bye. Like forever. It doesn't feel finite.
Immediate. Yeah. And say I'll talk to you soon. And then make that time of when you're going to talk to them soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like plan it. So when you end a phone call, you're like, okay, next Tuesday, 5:00, you and me, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you have something to look forward to, and then you're like, oh my gosh. And then you go through the whole week of doing stuff,
fun stuff,
and you're like, oh my gosh, I have all this stuff to talk about now to my family or to my friends or to whomever you're like missing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I would say that, and then pictures. Bring pictures with you, or something fun to hang up in your dorm room.
Yeah, definitely getting involved. But man, I cannot stress enough how excited I am for you because you truly, truly, truly grow so much as a person when you move away. When you are away from your family, a new state, a new town several hours away, right? When you're away from the familiar, you just blossom as an individual. My goodness, is it the most beautiful thing to see? And when I go back home to the town that I'm from to visit my mom and whatever, I will see people, or even like I'll see on like Facebook, right? Like people that still live in that town, they never left and they're doing the same shit they did when they were in high school. And they haven't blossomed, right? They're still figuring it out, but you're going to get a chance to blossom and just, I'm actually really excited for you. So yeah, you're going to find yourself there.
New adventures.
All right, y'all. We had a lot of good questions today. Yeah.
We really did.
We really, really did. This was supposed to be a short ep, but it turned out to not be one. So
yeah.
We'll have to do this again then, because it seemed like you guys really liked this. I really enjoyed this. And also, like,
I did too.
Take what we say with a grain of salt. Like, if like we are not doctors, we are not therapists. Nope. Like, if we blow up your life because we told you to go tell your crush that you like them, and now you're so embarrassed you can't even go to school, not our fault.
Sorry.
Yep.
Oh.
You're apologizing? No, not our fault. Take accountability for your own actions. You're the one that did that, not me.
That's kind of funny. That's a callback to you kicking him out the door and me catching.
Yeah. We are two very different people.
Listen, however, I would say you need both of us in your life because you need a balance.
Hannah's like the encouraging, like, and I'm just like,
just do it.
Chaos. Yes. I was the very chaotic friend in my friend group, I will say. I was the one that people called when they wanted to have a good time. Like, that was who I was growing up.
I was the one who reminded them of things.
Guys, don't forget to drink water. We've had so much
vodka.
Don't forget to do the thing. And I'm like, yeah. There's water in Red Bull. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope we were able to help you with the advice that you guys were looking for, because we had, again, some really, really good questions. And if you want more like this, like, let us know, because I enjoyed this a lot.
So did I, yes. And next week, we'll be back with our promised episode of luck versus hard work. Is it being in the right place at the right time? Or was it the hard work that brought you there in the first place?
Ooh, we have done so much work on this app, and I'm actually really excited to deliver it to you. So yeah, that's next week. So until next time, bye.
Bye.